It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. The last one I did was back in November. But, hey, I mean, I've not really wanted to do this. I haven't really felt the need to. But, hey, we're bringing it back, I guess. So, today, I had the day off. Martin Luther King Day. I feel like we should celebrate that. Celebrate everything he did. So, I went to a couple of record stores. 3 to be exact. And so the first one I went to had nothing. And if they did have something, it was shit expensive. So I went to another record store, and I did find some stuff. So the first thing I found was Evile, Open and Enter the Grave. So it was released, I believe, in 2007. The Evile, I'm pretty sure this is their first album. I'm probably mistaken. They're a newer thrash metal band. Kind of like Power Trip, Municipal Waste, those types of bands. But this is an excellent album, and I'm pretty sure that this album originally came with a patch. But since it says 2021 on here, and that probably means that it's a reissue, so it didn't come with the patch. And it was used, but it also had plastic around it, so I was confused. But yeah, still a great album. And next, we have something that's okay. There's a lot of okay here. And it's an okay album by a massive band. You guys most definitely know Pantera. The Great Southern Trendkill. This was released in 1996. It wasn't really a trendkill, it was more of a trendsetter. Like I said, it's an okay album. Cowboys from Hell is definitely better. But yeah, 1996. Snake on the cover. Sneck. Sneck with another Sneck. It's definitely it's Pantera's heaviest album. Definitely. Pantera definitely got heavier throughout the 90s. Like Testament, they got heavier throughout the 90s. Like Alex Skolnick Leaves, they get heavier with Low, and then go full death metal with Demonic. Southern Trendkill, really, it's just okay. I mean, I like stuff like Suicide Note and Floods, but Floods. It's okay. And then another okay is Sepultura, Kairos, released in 2011. This is the only Sepultura album I have without Max Cavalera. It also doesn't have Igor either. Derek Green, I definitely prefer having a guitarist and rhythm guitarist as opposed to just a guitarist and a vocalist. But we also have John Doabel doing drums. Pretty good. This is on Nuclear Blast. And yeah, I love Sepultura. Favorite Brazilian band. Not like I have much to choose from. Extreme metal. I haven't listened to this album. I hope it's good. Alright, so that's it for that record store, but there is something else. I've been wanting to get a slip mat for a while. I mean, the one that came with my record player worked, but I wanted the one with like a design on it. And so I got this now, an AC/DC slip mat. They also had a Megadeth 6 of the Dying and the Dead one. That was $18, and this was $12. So it just made more sense to snag this guy. And anyways, this next record store we just went to because we had to return something. I already owned it. My dad already owned it, but I wanted to get two things that I wasn't able to get the last time we were there. And they actually had both of them. So firstly, we have Savatage, Handful of Rain. This was the very first Savatage album to not feature Chris Oliva. They made up for that. They had Alex Skolnick from Testament, because this was after he had left Testament after The Ritual, and he played on this album, did a great job. Handful of Rain it is really good album. It was when this was like released in the peak of when Savatage were not very much power metal anymore, which was most obvious on probably Streets Are Dead Where They're Dead, but still, no doubt, an excellent album. And now, another Savatage, The Wake of Magellan. This was, this was released in 94. This was released in 98. Still not very power metal Savatage, but it's still excellent. I mean, the hell is this? 50 years of music on one limited edition 2 CD set? I don't give a shit. Yeah, if the booklet is... This is probably the thickest CD booklet I've ever had. Just... What? And... yeah, another 90s Savatage album. It all started with the first album from the 90s, Streets. And then they were like, we're not very much power metal anymore. We're like, still power metal, but not as much as we were on Hall of the Mountain King. It also started along with our ballet. It was at its peak around Dead When They're Dead, and we could make, especially Dead When They're Dead, that concept album. It's great, though. It's great. And this has 2 bonus tracks. 3, actually. Somewhere in Time / Alone You Breathe and Sleep, as well as Stay. Still great, and does indeed feature Jon Oliva, because Jon Oliva, he basically like wrote and played keyboards on every single Savatage album. Even when he wasn't doing vocals, when Zach was doing vocals, he still was in the band. He occasionally did vocals on albums, on a couple songs. But, yeah, you can't have Savatage without either of the Olivas. It's kind of like how stupid the damn Pantera reunion is with neither Dime or Vinny, because they're both dead. That's like if we did a Bathory tour, even though Quorthon's dead. It's just stupid.